Here at the Arkansas Air and Military Museum in Fayetteville, the golden age of aviation comes alive with vintage aircraft galore. But not only that, the all-wooden hangar that houses them itself is a piece of American history. This hangar, which was built in 1943, was one of the United States' many aviator training posts during World War II. Well, the Piper Cub, I guess, is the plane that the pilots trained with here.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of designed to be the Model T of aviation, and it was supposed to be inexpensive and easy to fly, and hundreds of them were made, and they were used in the civilian pilot training program to train pilots because they were cheap for the schools to purchase, and they did their job. So they made 19,888 of these from 1938 until about 1947. And a lot of them are still flying today. Pilots still love them as just to tootle around with. They can't go anywhere in them. Their cars are faster on the freeway. But they're economical to fly and they're a lot of fun. So
how many of them were here?
They had 41 of them in this building at one time during World War II. They thought they could get like 80 of them in, but the best they could do was 41. But they did try. They made every effort. They had them stacked in here tight.
Mr. Mulligan here. So what is this plane all about?
This is a really interesting airplane. For one thing, it's a replica, but it's the only existing flying airplane of this type in the world. It was built right here in Springdale, Arkansas by Jimmy Youngkin and that group. But the airplane itself is notable because it's the only airplane in history to have won the Bendix Cup and the Thompson Trophy in the same year. Interestingly enough, the guys who did this chose a different strategy than the rest of the racers who were all flying single engine, kind of shorter range stuff. They would bounce from airport to airport along this race from Los Angeles to Cleveland. These guys put on 300 gallons of gas, took an oxygen bottle with them, 2 pilots. They took off from Los Angeles and went to Cleveland nonstop. They beat the pack by quite a bit.
Okay, the mystery ship.
This is the mystery ship. It was called that by the press in the 1928 when they built it. They constructed it in a hangar that was all closed up, and they painted out the windows so nobody could see it. It was a racing airplane. They didn't want to give their hand away. So the press got wind of it, and they couldn't find it and couldn't see it, and it became known as the mystery ship. They only built 5 of these. It's a Travel Air Model R. One of them caught fire and burned up on the ground. 2 of them crashed. One of them's hanging from the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago ceiling, and the other one's under restoration in England. This one is a replica, also built by Jimmy Youngkin, who built Mr. Mulligan over there up in Springdale. One of the significant things about this airplane is the Travel Air Company that built it was a partnership between Clyde Cessna, Walter Beach, and Lloyd Stearman. And all 3 of those guys separated after Travel Air and started their own companies, becoming major manufacturers in their own right.
At the Arkansas Air and Military Museum, you can also check out Sam Walton's first plane, which he bought in 1954. After selling it, he continued to upgrade throughout the years. Well, now we're coming to that classic World War II look of the planes with this one.
Yeah, this is a Beechcraft Model 18. It first flew in 1937. It's one of Walter Beach's inventions. His company was involved with that. We may have talked about the Travel Air inside. Walter Beach was involved with that, and Clyde Cessna. But this one first flew in 1937. It was designed as an executive transport airplane. It flies about 160 knots, about 180 miles an hour kind of thing, and carries 8 or 9 people. Has fairly good range, but it's kind of noisy and kind of the best the technology of the day could offer. Most of these airplanes were commandeered by the U.S. government during World War II, and they were used to train B-17 pilots. And if you can see in the top of this one, behind the pilot seat, there's a plastic dome over there, and that was used to train navigators during World War II. A lot of these were modified with glass noses and used to train bombardiers.
The nose art was quite the thing back in the day.
Yeah, the nose art in World War II kind of personalized an airplane, and when a crew got an airplane and they named it and did their nose art thing, that airplane, that pilot became known by the name on the nose art. So this airplane would have been Canadian Queen. So somebody'd say, go out and get Canadian Queen, bring it back here and gas that sucker up.
Even some of the planes of World War I are represented here as well.
This is a French-built Newport. It was first built in 1914 during World War I. A number of the famous French and British aces flew these in the first part of their flying careers. A guy named George Guynemer shot down a number of German airplanes in this type of machine, as did Billy Bishop, who is a famous British ace. The airplane only flew at about 110 miles an hour, and it had a tendency for the skin on the top of the wing to shed in a dive. So a lot of the Allied pilots didn't like to dive it very much. They might not get back if that happened. But it was a maneuverable airplane. It could outturn some of the German models, and a lot of the aces scored well in this.
I noticed the gun on top over there, which was later modified.
Yeah, this is a Lewis gun. This is, of course, a replica. And it was mounted on the top of the wing so the gun could fire straight ahead. And so in order to aim it, you actually aim the entire airplane.
And later then, was a submachine gun.
And later there was a couple of Vickers guns that were mounted on the top of the cowling, and they were set up with a interrupter gear that was driven off of the crankshaft of the engine. So whenever the propeller was in front of the gun, the bullet stopped firing so it wouldn't shoot your own propeller off. One of the interesting features about some of the World War I airplanes, though, is propeller was mounted to the engine, and the entire engine turned rather than just the propeller. And it was considered a weight-saving device to air-cool the cylinders so they would get maximum power for the lightest weight. And of course, nobody does that anymore.
Along with all the planes, you can also learn about aviation pioneer Louise Stadden of Bentonville, who became the first woman to win major flying events, as well as setting world performance records. A colleague of Amelia Earhart, Stadden co-founded the 99s, an international organization for female pilots which still exists today. All in all, the Arkansas Air and Military Museum in Fayetteville is a major plus for the state of Arkansas.
It really is, and this is the only air military museum in the entire state that has airplanes like this, and these are a number of Golden Age aircraft that are not found anywhere else. Mr. Mulligan here is unique. It doesn't exist anywhere else. In fact, if you go to the internet, it'll mention that the airplane is here at the museum. We've had a number of different things. The museum was opened here in 1986, and we've had a large number of people, 26,000 people a year went through the museum here. And then when Interstate 540 opened, our traffic through the museum dropped from 26,000 to 6,000 a year overnight. So we've been kind of struggling to keep the doors open here and keep things going, but we're managing.
Well, hopefully this segment will help.
Hopefully it will.
You may or may not be aware of it, but the National Championship Chuckwagon Races are held every Labor Day weekend right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Now, throughout the years, this event has grown into, how shall we say, quite the spectacle. Wild and woolly would be an understatement. More like full-blown, all-out, rawhide crazy.
We think it's the largest horse event in the United States at one weekend. We have more horses and mules on our ranch that weekend than any place in the United States, we think. And 29 years ago, we started with 8 wagons, just called our friends over to have our time for the picnic, and got through town at the stockyards that them was going to have a chuckwagon race, a wagon race. And we invited about 50 people and ended up with 200. And we got to studying, and they race these chuck wagons in Canada. I don't know why they don't in the United States. You know, it never was popular. Well, the friends I have made it popular. We all got together the next year, and we had 16 wagons, and the next year we had 35 wagons and 70 wagons, and it just mushroomed into a big chuck wagon race, you know.
So what are the numbers now?
Well, we can only take 135 teams and run them in a 2.5-hour performance. And now, when we first started, we just begged you to come. We need racers, and now we've got more than we can get in.
We have teams this year from Indiana, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, in addition to Arkansas. Oh, and Missouri. Can't leave out Missouri. But those are just the race teams. We have a group of people that come from all over. We have even a lady from New Zealand who flies in every year where she can ride as an outrider in one of the mule teams.
Wow.
So even they've heard about us across the water.
How does that make you feel that the National Championship Chuckwagon Races are held right here in your backyard?
Oh, we're so proud. We really are. We're proud that people come and spend, you know, they have a choice of where they can go on Labor Day weekend, and they come here. And we've had people, this one man I talked to today, he said, I've been camping up here on this hill for 20-something years. You know, gosh, that makes you feel good that they want to come back. They have a good time, good people, and they want to come back and see us again.
How do you prepare for something like this? Just practice and practice?
Yeah, practice. Yeah, we got a little track set up at the house in the pasture, just some barrels out there, and get your teams lined out and figure out which team works the best, and you know, try to leg them up a little bit so they'll run faster, and
So how have you fared in the races all these years?
Oh, we used to do pretty good. Here the last couple of years, we've slacked off a little on working the horses, and so we're up in the slower heats, kind of. But we usually do all right. Now we usually put on a show because we're bad about turning over a wrecking or something. I've turned this one over twice on the starting line, and that wagon over there, my dad's, we wrecked it in the back corner over there, broke his leg, my hand, and it's just part of it, I guess.
Well, that was going to be my next question. You know, the risk factor in this, the danger element. So why do you do it?
The adrenaline rush. It is. I mean, I'll get nervous here in a minute and won't be able to talk, and just, you know, till I get to that starting line, and then it's all adrenaline from there on, and I just feeling you can't beat it, I guess.
Get up in there! Get up in there! Hey! Get him in order! Hey! Get him in order!
This is my 25th year.
Wow. Well, why do you do it?
I enjoy it. I got my kids with me, one of my boys here. I usually race, my team usually consists of my 2 younger boys, but he's in the military right now in basic training and can't make it.
So what's going through your mind as you're down there and trying to get to the finish point?
Don't get run over. Yes, sir. They tell you it's a nice, friendly race. There's no competition to it, but sir, don't believe everything you hear.
"20 minutes before the race, it's butterflies. Once you get up there and the gun goes off, that all goes away, and you just try to hold it together and hope it's all together when you get to the end."
I came up with some friends one year and decided I needed to try it out, and that was about 18 years ago, and I've been here ever since.
So what kind of I guess, adrenaline rush you get, or?
It has to be a pretty good one because we work them for about 90 days getting ready for 3 minutes worth of fun.
So when Labor Day weekend rolls around again and you'd like to indulge yourself in a little wild, Wild West adventure, now you know where to go. And for more on this destination, plus many of our others, or to order a copy of an episode, visit our website at aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And don't forget to like us on our Facebook fan page. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting wild and woolly adventure on Exploring Arkansas.